Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing a healthy eggless chocolate cookie recipe. No maida, no refined sugar, no dairy milk, no eggs. A perfect healthy treat for the whole family. So let's get started with the recipe. Chocolate cookies. First I'm making a vegan milk, and for that I have already soaked about 8 to 10 cashew nuts for 10 to 15 minutes. Instead of cashew nuts, you can also use soaked and peeled almonds. I am adding the soaked cashew nuts into my small chutney grinder. Add in 1/4 cup water. I'm going to blend this really well to make fresh homemade cashew milk. Instead of cashew milk, you can use any plant-based milk of your choice. Okay, now the fresh homemade cashew milk is ready. I'm going to keep this aside. Now, if you don't have any intolerance to dairy milk, you can use dairy milk instead. Into a bowl, I am adding in 1/2 cup wood-pressed coconut oil. Wood-pressed coconut oil has a very neutral flavor and taste. Hence, I like to use them in my baking recipes. However, you can use A2 desi ghee or melted butter instead. Into this, I am adding in 1/2 cup grated jaggery, or you can use jaggery powder instead. I'm using locally sourced organic jaggery which does not have any sand or dirt or dust particles. Hence, I'm adding it directly into the bowl. And what I've done is I simply grated the jaggery on a grater and measured 1/2 cup. You can use melted jaggery, also known as khapli, or jaggery powder. Even coconut sugar or maple syrup will work just fine. And with a whisk, I'm mixing this really well. A couple of minutes of mixing will be needed to make the jaggery incorporate really well into the wood-pressed coconut oil. For those who are new to wood-pressed oils are also known as cold-pressed oils. Once mixed, I'm adding in 1.5 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon pink Himalayan salt or as needed. Into this, I'm adding in 1 cup of khapli wheat flour. Khapli wheat is an ancient variety of wheat grain which has a very weak gluten molecule. It is also high in fiber, hence I prefer to use khapli wheat in my recipes. Khapli wheat is also known as emmer wheat or samba wheat. If you don't have khapli wheat at hand, you can use ordinary whole wheat flour instead. I have already shared a video on the health benefits of khapli wheat and why you should be including it in your diet. Please do check it out to understand more. Into this, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon arrowroot powder, 1/4 cup raw cacao powder. Now, if you don't have raw cacao powder at hand, you can use ordinary cocoa powder instead. Add in 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. Lightly mix the dry ingredients and then slowly mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Add the homemade cashew milk little by little and mix with the spatula. Khapli wheat absorbs moisture more than ordinary whole wheat flour, so you may need to keep an eye on the vegan milk when you are adding it. So add little by little when you are mixing the dough. Add the rest of the milk and mix with the spatula into a dough. And I'm mixing the dough with my hand really well. And now the cookie dough is ready. At this moment, I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and I'm also lining my baking tray with parchment paper. Now, I've already shared how to make cookies without an oven. Please do check it out if you want to bake without an oven. Links will be updated at the end of this video. I'm taking small portions of the dough and rolling it into a round dough. And I'm placing the dough onto the parchment paper. And I'm placing roughly chopped dark chocolate on top of the cookie and lightly pressing it down. And now I'm going to bake in my preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 12 to 15 minutes. Remember that oven temperature varies with oven, so keep an eye on it after about 12 minutes. And after 12 minutes, the cookies are nicely baked. I'm going to allow the cookies to cool down on the pan itself. An eggless coconut cookies recipe. It's crispy, crunchy, and can be made with easily available and inexpensive ingredients. No maida, eggs, or butter, yet super crunchy and healthy. These cookies are perfectly baked and super crunchy, so much better than store-bought cookies. Coconut cookies are very popular in Kerala. During my childhood, my grandmother used to make them with fresh coconut, as those days desiccated coconut was unheard of. Using fresh ingredients brings a tropical freshness to the cookies and so much better than bakery ones. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. Into my chutney grinder, I'm adding in seeds of 6 cardamoms. Add in half cup raw cane sugar. You can also use kandasari sugar instead. Grind this to a fine powder. Add the ground cardamom and sugar into a large bowl. Add in half cup wood pressed coconut oil and mix it really well. Mix it until it is creamy and thick. Add in 1 cup tightly packed fresh grated coconut and with a spatula mix it really well. Add in 1 cup whole wheat flour, 1/4 teaspoon pink Himalayan salt, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda and mix with a spoon. And then mix all this really well. Once it has been formed to a dough, to know whether the consistency is right, just roll into a small bowl and press lightly. If it is holding the shape, it is of the correct consistency. Line a parchment paper on a baking tray and roll the cookie dough into small balls and flatten each cookie dough with your palm and place it on the baking tray lined with parchment paper. Make sure you leave a little gap in between the cookies. Bake in the preheated oven for about 18 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or until the cookies turn golden brown. Once the cookies are baked, allow the cookies to cool down. You can see that the cookies are baked well and has become crispy and crunchy. Okay, now the cookies have cooled down. Let me just show you how crispy the cookies are. So much better than store-bought cookies. And no one will even guess that these cookies are made with whole wheat flour. These eggless cookies are crunchy and the flavor of cardamoms gives it a tropical feel. Store the cookies in an airtight glass container and it will stay good for a couple of weeks. An ideal healthy snack for children and for the whole family. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.